Good morning, friends. I am currently in Thompson Springs, Utah. You can see some buttes behind us. We're pretty close to Arches National Park and Canyonlands, and we're also going to go to Capitol Reef, which is a couple hours away while we're here. So it's in the 60s still this morning, supposed to be in the 90s by this afternoon. And let's start the day with a little bit of yoga. All right, I am going to put my right leg in front in a nice easy seat position. Get your hands here on your knees. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. When you're breathing out, try to let everything relax. That's the first step to getting stretched out, is to not have tense muscles. Let's breathe in again. Breathe out. One more time. This time, let's use our arms. Breathe in. Up over your head. Breathe out and bring your hands into prayer position. All right. Let's go ahead and do some little head rolls to get their neck warmed up. So let's go to our left first. You can do this at your own pace if you like. If I'm going too slow or too fast for you. Let's come back to center and go the other way. I am hearing lots of cracking this morning. I'll blame that on menopause too, like I blame everything else. All right, back to the middle. Okay, now we're gonna just do a nice forward fold in our easy seat. So take a deep breath in. Breathe out, fold forward. You can bring your hands on top of each other to make a pillow. You can put your forearms down, your forearms up. You can leave yourself right here and just kind of lean forward if that's what works for you. Just go to the part that feels best for your body. And while we're in that forward fold, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more, deep breath in and deep breath out. It is so quiet here. We're like literally in a ghost town. I took a little walk with the dog this morning and there's like no one over there. So the only people moving around are really in this campground. All right, let's go to our right first. So put your right hand down, bring your left hand up. Let's do a little side bend. You can bring this elbow down if you've got that kind of range, and that'll help you get a nice stretch on your left side. Let's do the reverse. Again, you can have your hand up. You can have it down on your elbow. Try to keep that opposite knee down so that you're getting a nice stretch on your side body. Come on up. Let's do a little twist to the back. So take your left hand, put it on your right knee. Put your right hand behind you and twist to the back. And again, I gave myself a good view from in the back end. And let's go over to the other side. Oh, love how that stretches you out in your upper back if you get a good twist. Okay. All right. Then let's switch our feet and do another forward bend. Get a little bit of a different stretch in the back of your glutes if you switch your legs. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. move ourselves into a tabletop position. So, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Okay. And we're gonna do some circles in tabletop. So, we're gonna move your body forward, then go over to the left, then to the back, then to the side, and to the front. Let's do that a couple more times. I have my feet flat with my toes extended. You can put your toes under you if you feel like that gives you more stability or a better stretch. Okay, so back over to the left, back to the right and forward, and one more circle this way. Let's reset in the middle, and then let's go the other way. So forward, to the right, to the back, to the left, forward again. Get ourselves nice and stretched out. All right, and reset in the middle. Again, make sure your knees are under your hips and your hands are under your shoulders. We're gonna do a bird dog today, so that's got a little bit of a balance position with it. So you're gonna take your left arm forward and at the same time, take your right leg back. So if you need to rest your toes down, you can, or you can leave this hand down and just do the leg part, whatever works for you. Try to keep a good amount of weight through this hand here so you're not putting too much weight on the back. And come on down. Let's do the other side. So right hand forward, left leg back. Try to look up if you can. Okay, we're gonna do one more on each side. So left arm forward, right leg back. Back to center. Right hand forward, left leg back. And back to center. Let's do a few cat-cows. So we're going to, I'm on some dirt that's moving, so I keep sinking into little holes. All right, so we're gonna breathe in, look up at the sky, drop your belly, arch your back, and look at your knees, arch your back up. Let's do two more of those. So another cow, looking up, dropping your belly. And then a cat. Arch that back up as high as you can. Let's do that one more time. Cow. And a cat. All right, so now we're going to bring your right leg out to the side. We're gonna put that out in abduction, so getting it so our toes are next to our knee, or not next to, but parallel with our knee. All right, and we're going to do some cat and cows here. So up, into cow, down into cat, up into cow, down into cat. Let's bring that knee back in and reset in the center. And now take your left leg out to the side. And again, you want your heel to be in line with your knee there. Trying to get a nice stretch on the inside of your thigh here. Okay, nice cow, breathe in. Breathe out and go into cat. Breathe into cow. And breathe out to cat. Okay, bring that back into our tabletop. Now we're going to go back out with your right leg, and this time you're going to try to come back. So again, your knees can be tucked, or your toes can be tucked, or your toes can be flat out. I like the stretch I get with them flat out, I'm gonna come all the way back here. Go back to the point that you can, that's comfortable, where you're getting this nice stretch here. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out, and sink into it. Good, now bring your body back forward, bring your leg back in tabletop, and let's do the other side. So again, heel out to the side, tuck or untuck your toes, and then go back to the point that is comfortable for you. When you get down here, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Then come back into your tabletop position. We're gonna do a little thread the needle with our shoulders. So let's take your right arm first and bring it through. You wanna lay that shoulder down. You can leave this hand propping you up, or you can drop that one down as well, whichever gives you a good stretch. But go ahead and leave your hips up in the air for this one. Stretches you a little bit different than when you're on your belly. You can rock back and forth a little bit and side to side to give yourself whatever stretch you need for your shoulder. Then come back up to tabletop position. And then take your left arm and go through. You can also bring this hand forward. That helps me get a good stretch back in my scapulas, back next to them. Oh, and then you can push yourself back up, back into tabletop. All right, we are going to go into a little downward dog sequence, but it won't be too bad. All right, so let's push up with our toes and put up into downward dog. While we're here, we're gonna do a little walk the dog to stretch out our calves. You can do a little longer holds if those work for you. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and bring up your right foot straight up into the air. Bring that forward in between your hands. You can lower your back knee. Just do a low lunge position. So just come forward and put your hands down. Target is stretching the front of that hip. Go ahead, put your hands down, push back up into downward dog. Let's bring up that left leg, straight back behind you. Bring that through your hands. Drop your back knee. And again, push forward in that low lunge. If it's better for you, you can bring your arms up to get more of a stretch, or you can just leave them down here. Okay, bring that back. Let's go back into our downward dog. Give a good push back. Drop your head between your shoulders. Let everything relax. Let's bring that right leg up in between your hands. Drop your knee. Let's try to bring your hands up this time. If not, you can leave them down. Sink forward into our low lunge, getting that opposite hip stretched out. Then we're gonna slide back into half splits. So this time you're gonna bring these toes up, put your hands down, and you are trying to stretch out the back of your leg here. Bring your head down if you can, that'll help increase that stretch. Back into a low lunge, and then back into downward dog. Now bring up your left leg, bring it between your hands, drop your back knee, bring your arms up, stretch out the front of that hip, then put your hands down, lean back, toes up, in your half splits. into that lunge, back to downward dog. All right, right leg up, in between your hands, drop into low lunge. Bring your arms up if you're comfortable. Back into half splits. Again, trying to bring that head down if you can. If you're way up here and that's where you're at, that's okay. You just need to be stretching here. All right, and then from our half splits, we're going to take this front leg, your right leg, and bend into it. You can try to go up on the blade of your foot if you can, into this lizard. And again, this is a good one to kind of move back and forth, forward and back. Okay, bring that leg behind you and back into downward dog. Bring up your left leg, in between your hands, drop your knee, arms up, stretch out the front of that right hip. Put your hands down, toes up, forward into half splits. Move around how you have to get the best stretch. Then go ahead and bring that foot down. Try to go onto the blade of your foot if you can. If you're still here, but you're just kind of leaning it out a little bit, that's okay too. Just do what you can do. So really help open up your hips. Take some of the pressure off that low back. Okay. Legs back into downward dog. This time we're going ahead, bring our right leg up, bring it forward, but instead of going into a low lunge, we're going to do a high lunge. So just bring your hands, ooh, don't fall over. Bring your hands up. I'm not on very even ground today. Okay, and then let's go into a twist. So you're gonna bring your right arm behind you, your left hand in front of you, and look to the side. Again, nice twist through your hips. Should open them up a little bit. Come back forward into high lunge. Hands down, back into downward facing dog. Okay, this time bring your left leg up between your hands. I'll try not to fall out of my high lunge this time. So in your high lunge, you want your back toes to be off, or your back toes to be what's supporting you. So your heels should be off the ground. But you want to make sure your legs are not in line with each other. You need to have a good amount of space to get good balance up here. And then let's go ahead and do that twist. So your left arm behind you, your right arm in front of you. Just go as far as you can. Again, this one's a little hard for the balance. Come back forward, hands down, back to downward facing dog. Right leg up, into your high lunge. Try to sink into that if you can. Into your twist. And then come back to the center. We're going to do pyramid pose. So it's just like that half splits, except for we're standing. I need to always bring my back foot in to get a better stretch in my hamstrings. But you do you, whatever works for you. If you're up high and you have to support on your leg, that's fine. You just have a toe down or just one arm can reach, that's also fine. Again, we're just trying to stretch the back of that leg. And bring it on back to downward facing dog. All right, bring your left leg up, in between your hands, come up into that high lunge. And then bring your left hand back, right arm forward and do that twist. Again, trying to sink in Kind of play with that balance a little bit if you can. Challenge yourself a bit. Or if just standing up here is enough challenge, that's totally fine too. Come back forward, put your hands down. If you need to, bring that back leg in a little bit and into pyramid pose. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. That one is tight for me today. All right, bring both your legs back into a downward dog. Let's take a deep breath in. On your deep breath out, move into a plank or a modified plank with your knees down and lower chaturanga. And we're going to get into Sphinx pose. So put your elbows down, hands in front of you. Let's go ahead and just look up towards the sky or the ceiling. Then look all the way down. Do a little arch of your back, tuck your chin, and then come back up here to neutral. We're gonna do the thread the needle in this position. So let's take your right arm, and again, under here. You can leave this up to help give you a good stretch, or you can bring it forward, or you can rest your head on your arm, whatever works for you. If I bring this arm forward, I feel like I get a good stretch on both shoulders, which is really nice. All right, take a deep breath in. Come back into our Sphinx pose. Then we'll do that on the other side. So take your left arm, thread it through. Do whatever you like with this other arm. Get a nice stretch on that shoulder. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Come back into Sphinx pose. All right, we're gonna do a frog, I should say, but I always end up calling it that. All right, so bring your left leg knee out to the side, your left leg out here, kind of into a half frog. All right. And then we're gonna do a little twist. So you're gonna take your right hand and again, thread the needle. Let that come here. And if you can roll back out as much as you can. So if you need to stay here, that's fine. Otherwise, you can try to bring this arm out. And even if this leg has to come out, because that's all you have, you just do what you can do. Gives you a nice stretch across your hips. Stretches out your shoulder a bit too. Okay, roll back into Sphinx pose. Bring your leg back. Let's do the opposite one. So bring your knee out to the side like you're a frog. Then go ahead and take your left arm and thread it through. And if you need to stay here, if this gives you a good stretch here and here, that's fantastic. Stay there if you want to, or open up if that is available to you. You can also take this hand and put it on your knee to give you more of a stretch if you need that. Just stretch across this hip. Okay, come on back into our Sphinx position, and then move yourself from up into tabletop and slide forward into cobbler's pose. So we're just going to do a little more hip opening. So we're going to start in our cobbler's pose here, then move forward into staff pose. Come forward over your legs if you can. Come on back up, back to cobbler's pose. Now we'll do staff pose. Bring your legs to a wide angle seated position and do a little bit of a fold. Come forward as far as you can, but be gentle with yourself. Come back to your cobbler's pose. Okay. Then we're going to move into a 45-45 position or a 90-90 position with our hips. Okay. So whatever works for you. If this is kind of more 90-90, 45-45. We're gonna just stay here a second and then we're going to go into a forward fold here. So bring your body forward as you can. Again, if you need to put your hands right here and just drop your back a little bit to get some stretch. You can come down on your elbows, or if you can bring your head all the way down. And then we're going to either stay here, if this is enough for you. You can, again, stay up if you need to. Just being in this position here alone is a great stretch for your hips and opens them nice. We're gonna try a pigeon. So when you're trying pigeon, you're gonna have this leg in front of you. Try to keep your toes flexed. That helps protect your knee. And then bring your other leg behind you. So I get a better stretch with my leg all the way out here at 90. I know a lot of times when I see teachers, instructors give this, they have it at 45 degrees. So everybody's different in their body, so put it where it works for you. And then try to come forward. And take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and sink into it. Then you can push back up and bring yourself back up to a cobbler's pose. So this is some of the benefit of doing something when you have a video. You can pause it if you want to stay in a position longer, or you could fast forward through things that you do not want to do or are not comfortable for your body. That's one of my favorite parts about doing videos at home, because sometimes I want to sit in that pose for a lot longer. All right, let's go ahead and go to the opposite side for 90-90 or 45-45, whatever works for you. Get yourself into position, and then let's try to go into a forward fold. However forward you can go. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Push yourself up with your hands, and if you want to stay here, you can stay here, or you can move back into that pigeon. All right. And again, put this leg where you want it. Bring flex your toes and come down to your comfort level. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more deep breath in and a deep breath out, and let everything relax. And come on back up into your easy seat here. All right, we're gonna try one more thing before we go into Shavasana. So take your right leg and try to bring your right foot back over by your hip, and then try to take your other leg on top of it. Once our hips are open from all those things we just did, sometimes I can get in this position and it really helps open them even further. So if you're not able to get all the way there, just do what you can. If your foot can only get this far, that's fine. As long as you're getting some stretch in your hips, a little bit at a time is the way you gain in yoga. I like to push up, kind of arch my back forward. That helps me get even better stretch on the back of this hip. Okay, let's come out of that and switch our legs. So get this heel back by your booty. I cannot get this one on top as easily, so come forward a little bit, or push up a little bit, whatever's giving you the stretch you need. All right, and let's come on out of that. Put your legs in front of you. Let's come forward with a deep breath. And a deep breath out. Just let your whole body hang there. Drop into the pose. And then you can move yourself back into Shavasana. You're welcome to do Shavasana sitting up or laying down, whatever works for you. Our guest us. Breathe in and out. Try to let your shoulders relax, your head relax. Just sink into the floor. One more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. I'll give you a few minutes to relax. Alright friends, go ahead and roll over onto your side. Bring yourself up into a seated position. Again, you could always pause me and stay doing Shavasana for longer if that's what works for you. Alright, well, I hope you're having a great summer so far, and I will see you soon. Bye.